Well, here I am. Groundhog Day again. Same thing every day. Got to search for everything. And then the same old in government. I have come to the conclusion I gotta run for government. So I'm going around and collecting, getting all my old. I'm retired. I got all my old suits, my shirts, and my ties. I'm gonna take them to the laundry, get them all starched and pressed out, and I'm coming back on the scene, well groomed, and I'm gonna go for whatever God gives me. Who knows? Maybe it'll be just a councilman. Maybe it be a governor. Maybe it might be vice president or president. Hey, Barack Obama, I took him off the street corner. I'm off the street corner. God's worked miracles in my life. I was a ninth grade dropout. I got 2 4-year degrees and 1 2-year degree now. And I'm on the Social Science Honor Society for achievement, academic achievement. You had to have a 3.0 average and above. I just made it. I was a high school dropout, man. I tell you this story about me in the hospital with my left testicle tied to a 2x4 on my left leg. 13, 14 years old now. So I don't know how long this phone is going to, because it's really acting up. And Father Rippinger, the exorcist, says, watch out because they can possess material objects like phones and TVs, because he has one hell of a time trying to upload his videos about exorcism. Everything, every demon and their brothers in there trying to stop him. Go on YouTube. Father Rippinger, Rippenger, I think it is. Rippinger, something like that. And he's got a few other exorcists. He's a Catholic exorcist. Been 15 years, and 2 years before that he accompanied another exorcist. So now I don't know how many years he's got in, but when he made those movies that he made on exorcism, that's what I'm up against, man. Oh, they're all around me. I sold my 2 trailers and built my house. Everybody moved because their houses went up quite a substantial amount. And now the houses that couldn't sell on HUD for $30,000 are selling for $185,000. Just closed in a bidding war up the street. People from New York City couldn't believe they can get out of New York City for under $200,000 in a nice school district and bring their kids up and all that. They couldn't believe they can for only $200,000. And then the house right next to it that the guy was worried about getting $100,000 just went for $245,000. Check the records. Pier Street, Shenango Bridge. Check the records. All these houses. Babcock's house went for $160,000. And they couldn't get $50,000. They had them on the market for $59,900, and I had the 2 trailers on the street. They couldn't sell them. I moved the trailers off the street. Zip up it went. I was a real estate broker. I'm telling you the truth, man. This happened, and I watched it happen. And then all these new people moved in from all over the place, you know. People moving in, just living together, you know, and then they get married after they're here for a while, and then they cock their eyes and they're looking around and see who's at fault in the neighborhood. And right across the street is me, with my Blessed Mother staring them right in the picture window from my sanctuary out in front of my house. They couldn't complain about my religion and stuff. So they said, oh, his grass is 12 inches high. It's only supposed to be 10 inches high. And they called the cops on me. Now I got a police record. All these people calling in the town. So the town got curious, and they stuck their head in the fence. Oh, I'm building a building. I wasn't building a building. That building's been up for 2 decades. It's a pergola. And they says, I'm building a building because it's framed up, you know. But that's all it is frame, and I put a roof on it. Not a permanent one. It's a metal one. Just keep the rain off you. And I'm building the shelves in there, and I got my tools up there and all. Oh, you're building a workshop and all that stuff. I was thinking about it, getting the permit and making it, because I got electric and water and sewer and everything, because I bought the property next door. And I moved the trailer off of it. I gave the trailer away almost. some roofer I knew, he grabbed it because he had a bunch of guys that were working for him, no place to keep them. They were sleeping in tents, and out in the woods and stuff. So he got that trailer and he just put it in a trailer park and free rent. He must have took something out of it because he had to pay rent $400 a month or something like that. So if he had 5 or 6 guys in there, his work team, you put them all in there and had a shower and everything. So at least they had some place. I haven't talked to him in a while. I just found out one of my good friends died last year. I didn't even know it. I'm not going to say his name. He was a car dealer, Tony. I felt bad. I missed his funeral, so I have to say a rosary for him today and pray for him a little bit. But he went through. He was a very generous man, and he could take a punch too. And you hit him, and he just kept coming. Yeah, that's the way he was. Little bull guy, He's got a son, Rocco. Yeah, that's the right name for him too, because he's just as rugged as his dad. You hit him in the head and they just keep coming at you. Guys like that in the world, man. You can't knock them out; they won't knock out. I've knocked guys out 6'8". I had to jump up to hit him in the jaw. But like guys like Tony, man, he just hung out and he had the boxing gloves on. He was a big fight fan. He every year he went to the fight up in Syracuse. The get together and met all the big wigs and everything. Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali and all them guys. Cassius Clay. Too bad you can't come back after me, Cassius, because I knew you when you were Cassius. I didn't know you. Then you turned to Muhammad Ali. Okay, well, I'm Muslim too. In my heritage status, I'm black too. I got black in me. I'm from North Africa. I'm a Sicilian. And Sicily is right between Italy and Africa. And if you notice that Italy looks like a boot, and Sicily looks like a soccer ball, it's Italy kicking Sicily back down to North Africa. And get out of here, you darkies. We got enough darkies. Get out of here. I'm only making a scenario. I mean, not a scenario, a metaphor. Metaphor that's what Italy's doing, Because I'm Italian, and I got Irish, and that's what covered up my black. I got black in here. I got black all over. I got black. I got black. I got black in me. So I'm an everybody. I'm an Arab. My mother's family was all Jews. She was the first cradle-born Catholic out of the bunch. She was the last child of her mother that was sold to my grandfather. Back then they sold. And the heritage is that you couldn't marry peasantry, and royalty couldn't marry, so they had their women on the side. And when they had babies, they sold them. My grandmother was sold to my grandfather. I don't know for how much, but he showed up in the dock, and he was a little guy about my size, 5'10", something around here. And he introduced himself. He was very pleasant. He said, "Your father hired me to take you to the movie studio so they can find out your voice." She had a gorgeous voice. My great-grandmother. My grandmother. My mother. It was my mother's mother that was brought over to Italy because she had a hard time. She wanted to come over to the United States from Italy and that area in there, but her father just ignored her, and she used to go to the banquets and stuff and interrupt the bank. "I want to go to America. I'm your daughter." And he go, "Ooh." And everybody be like, "Okay, next banana boat, you're on your way." So she didn't know. She's 18 years old, had everything packed. She got on a banana boat, went into Duluth, Minnesota with a big foghorn. Moo! I remember I used to be there, something like that it went. I'm just a little guy, I got a suit on, and my my belly stuck out. My mother hit me in the belly. Suck that belly. Don't walk around with that belly out. And that was my curse of my life. my big belly, except for when I started fighting and I started boxing. And all those videos are in there. I'm not going to go reiterate everything. Ooh, pretty good word there for a ninth grade dropout. Okay. Hey, I had to take the exams and I had to study for them. Nobody could go in there and take my exams. I made it almost to the end, and then the big thing hit. My father-in-law died right in the middle of exam week. I couldn't come home. He was asking for me too. My wife, she felt bad about that I wasn't there. But anyways, you can't have everything, people. Oh, I'm really contemplating on running for local government, and I want to change some of this attitude around here. They come in on your property and violate your Fourth Amendment rights, privacy, and make an assumption. New people in office now, because it changes all the time. So these guys come in and oh, he's building a building there. He doesn't have a permit to do that. So they summons me, a 30-day summons. If I don't fix everything that's on the property and all that, I'm going to go in front of the judge. I says, well, get ready for a fight, because I'm getting my suits out of the closet right now. And I'm going to tell him how you ripped me off. $300K. One guy, I went up there, I could have bought the mountain in back of me with all kinds of oak on it. And I would sit under it all the time, dreaming about what I was going to do, because the guy wanted to sell it to me for $30,000, $300 a week. He knew I was a veteran, a war veteran. A little old man, his family had planted them trees in rows and rows and rows of oaks up there. Rows of them. So I go to the town of Shenango and I say, I want to build my house and I want to cut down trees. Oh, no, you can't cut trees. That's the city limits. There's no cutting trees in the city limits.